freeze mix. Okay, so it's got a glycol mix in there. So obviously that's to stop it from freezing. Obviously it's got inhibitors there to stop obviously things rusting up as well. Okay, you shouldn't need to top it up.
Some proprietary stuff to
yeah, it's probably worth getting some just in case you need to top it up, because there's nothing worse on site and you're cold and you can't use it because it's too low.
Yeah.
Okay, but that just drops in the top of it. Pieces. Okay. Radiator, so it's similar to your domestic radiator at home. Obviously, if it's cold at the top, hot at the bottom, there's obviously air trapped in it.
Yep.
Obviously, there you can bleed that through there.
Right.
But be careful, as I say, it's got a glycol mix in it, so it's antifreeze. So just make sure you got a cloth or something right. You don't want that all over your carpet and things like that. It's obviously going to make a mess. Okay. So I think there's anything. Obviously, light switches. There are plenty of. Like this. Which one is it? That one. Right. That one's inside. That one. The lighted handles, you can see it from there, is that one there. Right. The other side, so that one's the inside kitchen. That one is the awning light, which is on the outside of the caravan there. Okay, so that's that one to switch that one on there. Okay, we've also got USB chargers as well, which is quite obviously usual now in the more upper spec ones. Everybody wants something to charge USB things. Okay, what we've also got, there it is. So this is where all your books and stuff are kept. I'm just following the main one. So that's your hand hook. Obviously, it's probably worth having a bit of read of that as well.
Yeah. Oh yes.
So that'll have everything about everything as such. Yeah. Probably apart from the question you might want to ask, it's probably not that in there, but guarantee that. But obviously, it is a useful read. Obviously, to make sure you do read things like that. It's also got. It's actually got operation manual. That is for your CD player. So you've got individual books for everything as well. So because all these are individual manufacturers of the fridge, the cooker, the chassis, and everything else. I think that's everything in there. Okay.
Does it have a built-in radio?
Yes. Oh, you heard it when I came in.
Oh, that was it. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, hiding in this clever little locker here.
Right.
So this has also got a USB as well.
Right.
It's also got an MP3 port as well.
Right.
I think which is the on-off button on this one. What is that one? It says, yeah. So on-off button is the SRC, which is a search. Obviously radio, CD player as well. Right. Search for your radio, left and right there.
Yeah.
And obviously volume button there. It will ping off the front if you wanted to. So there's a little button somewhere. I can't see from here.
Ping off the front. What do you mean by that? So
the front will come off. So you press this little button down there.
Oh, right.
Got a little case there. Yeah. Obviously you can hide that. Not that many people do, but you can remove the front of it.
Why would you want to do that?
That's security. It's going back to the old car where people used to nick car radios, but they don't tend to bother now, do they? Because they all tend to be integral of the fascia of the car now. Okay. Sticks in there. Right, blinds. So it's your blackout blinds. You've also on the top of that is your fly blinds.
Yep.
Okay. To operate these, you're pretty straightforward. And then just push that out. You can just lock off using them. And that holds it out. Yeah, so you just unscrew to release it. You have also got a vent. You see that one there? You can put it on what they call a night vent.
Yeah.
Obviously, these are the things you need to secure before you travel. Same with your roof light. That's the same. You've got obviously all the other windows and curtains and everything else.
And what would you use these for? What would you put on here? Anything when you got there?
Yeah, anything really. Obviously, you wouldn't want to be putting things on there when you're travelling.
No.
Because that's the likely things are going to be bouncing off. But
and these are just plugs.
Yeah, so you've got sockets.
There's TV socket in there.
Yeah, you've got TV. Well, that one there, if you remember the one that's in the battery box, the external one, that one will come through to there. That one. That one there is the one that's on your roof. Okay, so that's the one that will attach to an external aerial, which is outside.
Right, so which one do we plug the TV into?
Either or. If you've got a cable connected to that one outside to the bollard on site, is the lower one.
Yeah.
That one is the one you've got on board. So the aerial that's in your wardrobe. Okay, so I've got a 12-volt plug. Also, obviously 240. So as I said, if you didn't have any 240 connected, So you're on a site with no 240, you've had 12, you need a 12 volt,
Yeah.
similar to like your cigarette lighter type.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And if we've got one on the front here as well. Yeah, so you've got one on the front as well. Same again.
Oh yeah.
Because some people put the TVs there, or some people put TVs there. It's obviously to you where you want to put them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. So what we've got here, which may prompt for questions. Right, we've got a handover sheet. I'll just tick through them for a sec. So all this is on description of how things work.
Right.
So I need you to go through these, ticking these. It may prompt you for questions, which it likely will do. Cris etching. Have you heard of what Cris is?
I've heard the word.
Yeah, you've heard the word.
Is it a
So
word?
on the window, you'll see is what is the chassis number. Okay,
Yes.
that is recorded by Cris, which is a company similar to DVLA in cars.
Yep.
Cris is the caravan version of. We register you with this, saying you are the owner of.
Right.
Okay, so that's what Cris is. Cris etching, it's slightly changed now. What they used to do is etch the chassis number on each window. Now they've got
Yes.
little stickers. So they've got little stickers like that now. That's your chassis number, or that's the Cris number. So the insurance company,
Yes.
that is the number that they would probably want.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, so that's what the Cris number is. Okay, if it was stolen, they'd be able to identify this caravan as yours when they would recover it, or if they recover it. Okay, so what I want you to do is read through these now, tick through these to make sure you're happy I've explained it. Okay, so
Yeah. So Cris etching. Yeah.
yeah, so you're happy with that. So I'll just run through the rest of it now.
Go on, yeah.
So wheel nuts. So as I said outside, you must check them regularly.
Yeah.
I will check them before you leave. Obviously, it is written on the plate outside. It will also be in your handbook. Read and tick through all of these. Same with these. It does repeat itself. Obviously, these do all sorts of different vans and motorhomes that we do, so some may not apply as well. Read the print sign there. Issue page. So if you find a fault with anything you're not happy with, like valeting, any extra that should have been fitted or supplied, or service issues, so if there's something like a door hanging off, which there shouldn't be, obviously point it out, and we'll obviously try and get that corrected before you leave. Otherwise, what we have got. So if you do spot anything, obviously show it to me, and then write it down. Then blank page. Ooh.
How does this get you? Just,
Oh,
sorry.
God, please, just get the hell out of me there. God, I thought someone was falling off there. Oh, dear. Right. So what we've also got is a snagging appointment. So if you have anything that we do find, or you do find fault with,
Yep.
and we've got this appointment ready for you just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
What's this for? Sorry, is this here?
Yeah, that's your PIR sensor. So the
hand
sensor for
there.
it's detecting movement. So that's for the
Oh,
alarm.
right,
That's for the
okay.
alarm. So that's just to show
Okay.
it's active, but it's not set as such. Okay. So if you want to sit down and have a look at that now.
I've got a question about wheels.
Yes.
So the tyre pressures, first of all.
Yeah, that should be in your handbook. It may show it on the plate actually.
So
Obviously, that's really
it's a
important.
silly question, but how do I blow them up? I've got a stand-up pump for my bike. Can I just plug that in, or do we have to go to
Yeah.
a filling station?
It's
with
up to you. I've got one like you have for your car.
Yeah.
Your little one you plug in your cigarette lighter,
Yeah.
which you've got one pretty close to there, so you can speed it outside.
Right,
And,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I tend to use.
Right.
Normally a bit higher pressure than a car, so it all depends.
Yeah.
A bike one might not be powerful enough to get up to the pressure, which
Jane was told the 65 psi.
yeah, I would think it'd be something similar to that. Yeah,
I put 90 in my bike. So
yeah, but it's a smaller tyre, isn't it? It's
yes,
a bit.
that's
Yeah.
why I asked the question. Yes.
You can try it, see if it will
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's either I do. I've actually got one myself, which I
Yeah.
used to pump the car tyres up, and I use for my caravan anyway.
Right. Okay. So that's
Yeah.
just electrically powered 12 volt.
Yeah,
Unit.
something you just plug into your car normally.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would do the same.
And to stop somebody pinching your wheels, do they
Yeah.
have locking nuts on them?
No, they haven't. No, you could get locking nuts.
Right.
You can purchase these locking nuts.
Right. Okay.
I think it's only the Baileys that come with the locking nuts on theirs.
Right.
All the
Okay.
other manufacturers don't.
Like you to pinch your wheel?
They could.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't heard of many people pinching. They used to, didn't they, with the alloy on the cars and things
Yeah.
like that.
Oh
But,
yeah. Yeah.
but I haven't heard. But it's up to you. It's obviously see what the insurance says as well. If the insurance stipulates that you should have this, this, and this,
Yeah.
obviously that's what you need
Well,
to do.
I'm sure I read on the Luna site on this that there's a lock nut for something, an Alco lock nut.
It might have been an Alco wheel lock.
Yes.
Originally,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Originally would have had. I don't know. I haven't seen. See, the previous customer may have had that. See, That's the problem. When it's second hand, they would.
Right.
There might be other bits that obviously got these bits with it,
Yeah.
but they may.
Okay,
I haven't
right.
noticed it.
So what does the Alco wheel lock do?
It locks the wheel to stop it from being stolen. It locks.
Yes.
It stops the wheel from turning.
Yes.
That's what it does.
Right. So if we don't have one in here, we need to get one.
Yeah, I would say that would be something your insurance probably will say.
Yes.
Or and a hitch
Yeah.
lock.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
not useful,
because
is it?
I know when I filled out the insurance form, I read off the standard spec on the Luna site. It
Yeah.
has one of these wheel locks.
Yeah,
So I said wheel lock tick,
yeah.
but you reckon it
obviously-
doesn't have one?
Well, I can't see it, so I'm assuming the previous customer has taken
Right,
that,
Okay.
because that's what they do sometimes. It's.
We'll have to get.
I'll have a look in that front lock. I never noticed one, to be quite honest, but
Okay.
I haven't seen one.
And in the front locker, what goes in the under?
Well, you can store what you want in there. You just got to be aware of obviously
Weight.
not putting
Just
too
the
much
weight,
weight.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything bulky and light can go in there.
Yeah.
Which obviously anything heavy
Yeah.
you try and avoid if you can.
So
I mean,
the-
that'll always have the gas bottle in, or gas
Yeah,
bottles.
your gas will always it will always be there. You don't
Yeah.
disconnect it to take it out where it stops in there.
no, okay.
And the only time you take it out is when you
Right.
change it for.
So is that part of the weight of the caravan, or is it?
I don't know. They changed it. They changed
it.
it recently. I don't know if it's this year or last year, because originally it was just empty. The Miro
Yeah,
weight, whatever, was
yeah.
empty.
Yes.
But now I'm not sure if
Right,
this
okay.
this includes the weight
Yeah.
of gas and battery and things.
Yes.
I'm not sure, to be quite
Oh.
honest. But I know they did
Right.
change it
We'll
recently,
have to ask James that then.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
so I'm not sure if he'll know that. It's going back to Luna then to find out what
Yeah.
that Miro the
Mm.
base weight does include.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
noticed there's an empty space now, like an empty strap. Is that where that step
Mm.
goes?
No, there's a space where you can get two gas bottles,
Yeah.
one side by side normally.
Yeah.
That's the
What's on
that's
this
the span, and I'll show you that after.
thing? Right.
Because obviously we need to disconnect things before we can do the motor mover.
What's
Right.
in
That's
that
the-
little cupboard there where it says push?
Oh, right.
Or is
I
it
don't know. I think it's to get to the back of the.
just
Yeah, it's.
storage?
Oh no, it's just storage.
No.
I know, because you see someone like, oh, what's that? Push. You just want to push it in. It's like wet paint, don't touch it, and everyone wants to touch wet paint, don't they? Right. So have a good look round now.
Yes.
Okay.
Just go through that, tick through that.
Right.
I'm just going to disconnect. I'll just go and have a look, see if the gas has arrived yet or not.
Right.
It might be delivered any time soon.
Well,
I'll
I'm
have a
just
look.
completely overwhelmed. To be
Well,
honest, I think I just thought with you
Oh,
sort
there's-
of move in and
Yeah.
that's
There's
it,
enough
you know.
people have these. I'm sure we'll work it out.
Yeah. I'm going to say on site, the Wardens are usually on site. They're caravanners,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
they're quite a good place to go if
Yeah.
you're stuck on site.
Yeah.
There's always people around that there's had hundreds of years of experience of caravanning as well.
Yeah.
So there's always people on site that will help.
Yes.
Is there all this hassle if you have a mobile home?
A mobile home as in what motor?
Yeah,
motorhome, yeah.
Motor, yeah. It's
You've
exactly.
got to-
If you just imagine, it's just that with the engine on the front, really.
Yeah, is it?
A
So it's
motorhome's
the-
exactly
yeah,
the same
it's like- oh, yeah.
kind of concept. The
Because
only
the
thing
other-
with a motorhome, it has its onboard water tank, which you
Right.
have to fill rather than having an Acarol normally,
Right,
and it'll have a waste tank as well on board, which you have to drive over and empty. But
Yes.
it's pretty similar.
yeah.
And
We
obviously,
had
it's
a
like a
big
caravan on
discussion
the
about
van.
the caravan or mobile home, and
Yeah.
in the end,
There
we
are
went for a
advantages and
caravan.
disadvantages of
Yeah.
both. To be
Yes.
quite honest.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because
I-
with this,
I-
at least with this, you can leave this on the pitch, and your car can go
Oh
anywhere.
well, that's what's on
Yeah.
it for us.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
with a motorhome, depending on how big you get it,
Yeah.
is you are really restricted on where you can park. You can't go into town with them because there's nowhere
Yeah.
to park them.
Yeah.
You can't go in multi-stories with them.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things like
I
that.
like this 'cause this is the living space. It's not the back of a van with
Yeah.
all the driving stuff in
Yeah,
front.
and
you
some
know,
of
so-
some of the motorhomes tend to be quite compact,
Oh, yes.
lounge
Yes,
and
yeah.
or can be.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But these are really nice. These
We've
are.
done it, so
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
just really liked it. So.
Yeah, these are
Okay.
nice. These are.
When the gas bottles come, I need to video you
Yeah.
putting them
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
The other thing, can you show us when you began talking?
Yeah.
I wasn't filming, so
Right.
the
We're-
very first things that we
Yeah.
do when we come on site.
All right. Okay. So I need to obviously I will show you how to connect your car to the van as well because
Oh, yes,
obviously
yes, please,
that's
yes.
that's all
Yes.
to do
Yes.
obviously when the car's here.
Yes.
Okay. So have a look around that now. Have a
Right.
look around your van. Just show if there's any questions. I'm just going to run and see if the gas is here,
Right.
and then I'll come back to you. All right.
Okay, I'll turn this
Yeah. Switch.